Hey, what's up guys, this is Pegasus177 and today I just wanted to show you my base on DayZ Epoch. The reason I'm showing it to you is because the server is actually being scrapped pretty soon. So I just wanted to show you guys my base and show you all the stuff that I've done and what I have and what way I've built it and everything. And it's in Zub, in case you haven't figured out. And I use double doors because I was, just for extra security. If somebody shoots down the first door, there's a second one for him to face. But yeah, I used Zub and I completely sealed off the outer perimeter of the area. I just completely closed it off. I put an M240 nest here, which is laid on top of these metal panels, and I laid this cinder half block wall. Most of it is a full block wall all the way around the edge, but in some areas it's a half block wall. Like in here in these gaps I left it half block so that you could kind of still go up to the wall and see if somebody was on the outer perimeter, you'd be able to look out at them. But for the rest of it, it's full block wall, and up here as well I put some full block wall to protect the little bird, just so nobody can grief it from outside. But I put down these metal floors here as well, just to level off the ground so that I could lay oh, nearly fell down the gap, so that I could lay this M240 nest. And this is my last line of defense if somebody does manage to get through my two doors. I have this M240 nest pointed at the door just to take them out. All in all, the whole perimeter is just completely sealed, and every single wall is lined with cinder block. I also put this up here, it's metal floor, kind of helipad from my Merlin, and you can still see out over it. And I had to kind of implement these stairs in a way that allowed you to climb up over the high part of the wall, or the ridge of the wall. I put down these camo nets everywhere as well so that nobody could parry drop into my area. Because the thing with the camo nets is if somebody lands on top of them, then they'll just keep bouncing up and down in that glitch and they'll fall through and break their legs eventually. I made a double door here as well, and this is kind of like my main vehicle exit, and I'm just going to show you the codes. It doesn't really matter anymore because the server is being shut, so it doesn't matter. But this is my main vehicle exit, and I have one safe here, and this safe is where I'd keep all my vehicle keys and a few bits of gold and things, and just the stuff I wanted to grab in a hurry. Again, I cinder block wall all the way around here, doubled up where it needs to be. I kept falling down this area here, so I put down two metal floors just to protect myself, because you'd kind of fall into this sliding kind of animation, and when you went down there you were not able to get back up and you'd break your legs and die within the space of a few seconds. And I have one plop hole laid here. It's just I used to have it inside in that gap there in the wall, but I moved it into the bush right there, as you can see. And you kind of need to have at least two plop holes on this area just to kind of make sure that you have the whole area covered. Again, I have a double door, a back exit out of the area, and this ladder to climb on top with a wire fencing perimeter, just so that I can see if somebody's outside the back, I can climb up there and take them out quickly. Again, that door is doubled up. It's a bit awkward because of the terrain. The terrain's not very flat, but it does allow for vehicles to fit in and out. Over here I only used half cinder walls because I was kind of in the progress of doubling them up, but the entire wall is laid out with more or less a full cinder wall everywhere except for obviously the gaps. I also lined the entire wall of the castle with half cinders, just so that if somebody destroys the building, then wait, I must check the code for this. I have so many fucking doors I need to get the codes off a kind of a piece of paper that I've been keeping track of it all on. So what's the code here? The code is, oh yeah, okay, I got it. It's, is that it? Yeah, got it. 6, yeah. And in here then I have my GPK, and let me take you inside the main building so you can see it. I have a garage door on the outside. Again, I have this door doubled up. I double up all the doors just to keep everything safe. Like on any server where the bases are not completely indestructible, it's kind of a matter of making it so ridiculously impossible to get in that it's just not worth their time, or they waste a lot of shit trying to do it. On the ground floor here I have my 4 main safes. These are where I kind of keep my weapons and things. As you can see, the walls are lined with cinder. Double one here behind the safe, another half one here, and a full one in the back wall behind it. And this here is where I keep my most important stuff in these 2 safes, and it's where I keep my main plop hole. I always put it behind the door just to make sure that no one can get at it. Even if they do kind of manage to get into my base, they can't grief me by digging up my plop hole. So let me take you upstairs and show you everything. There's a lamp there because at one stage the server was turning nighttime, so I decided to install 2 lamps just to have a bit of light within the base. I put another one here on the next floor up. This is kind of my work area. This is where I keep stuff to craft keys and canvases and all that kind of stuff. And great thing about the castle is it's already a tower, and it gives you great kind of 360 view and cover around the place. I put all metal flooring here covering up this top part of the castle so nobody could drop in, and I can sit in here and I have good view all the way down into Vishnu. You can see right into the area. I can see the road travelling up into Stary, and likewise I can see down into Mogilevka. You can see right down there into that area, so I can see if anybody's around, or if you hear the church bell to let you know someone's in the town. And you can actually see Nadezhdino over there through the fog on days where the fog is clear. But up on the roof then we have another door again blocking it. Oh, this is just the gun rack I put up here with a M249 saw, just in case any aircraft came along. Again, this door was protected so nobody could access the ladder and sneakily get into my base. I have another M240 nest here, which is actually pointing in the direction of Stary. Should I see any aircraft leaving Stary coming back my direction, I was able to take them out the sky. I also put those sandbag nests, the normal sandbag nests. I put them on each of the corners, and I put a sandbag wall all the way around. And the good thing about this is in third person you were able to see down around all the edges of the castle. Again, I put a camo net covering it over. You can see down all over all the edges of the castle, all entrances. You can actually see the main entrance there. If somebody was outside my gate, I'd be able to spot them. And it was just, you know, just to have good cover, good sight and good line of view. So that's more or less the main base to show you. I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what I had in my safe, some of my loot, my collections, my stuff that I had gathered. Let me just make my way down here. Now, to put my loot into context, the most OP weapon in the game, or the most high powered weapon in the game, was the KSVK. There was no AS50 on this server, so kind of grade everything off the KSVK being the most powerful gun. As you can see, I have a few guns here. M110, that's my favourite sniper by far, followed closely by the DMR. 2 safes, just a few bits and pieces, MK17 mags, compass, tools, just some random shit that I gathered really. I keep a lot of the items that I would use to make keys here as well, and wood piles, keymaker kits. I keep a lot of all my tin cans and stuff inside in the tent, as you can see. And stuff to make camo nets, camping tents, and civvy clothing to make canvases. And yeah, you get the general idea. Just a lot of stockpiling stuff just so that I have it if I need it. And the whole place was a work in progress, to say, but I had it fairly well locked down, pretty secured, and I was pretty happy with it. So it's kind of a shame to see it go, but anyway, let's get on to my safes. Just give you a quick rundown of what's in each. I think that's right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just to give you a general idea, a few bits of gold, bullets, guns, a few briefcases. They're mostly silver, I think, maybe one or two. Any of them gold? I think there's one or two gold. Yeah. So they weren't my main ones. They were just kind of ones that I had used and came back and just kind of threw them into a safe to get them out the way. Yeah, just a lot of random shit. I was kind of stockpiling a lot of stuff. Tools especially, because one thing that pissed me off more than anything was breaking your crowbar or toolbox or some item to that effect while trying to take up a plot hole. Because if you died, you came back and your plot hole could not build until your plot hole was dug up and replaced. And I think that's because plot hole was tied to your player or your character ID and not your actual player ID. So each time that you became a new character, you had to dig it up because it was tied to the dead character's ID, as far as I know. Again, you can see us stockpiling a lot of guns. A lot of them were crap, but some good guns in there just in case I ever needed to go trading. Bits of gold, bandages. As you can see, I was kind of building this place as a fortress. If I had to stay in here for 24 hours, I could do so. I just had everything, absolutely everything that I could possibly need. Yeah, I kind of got that bad habit of being a hoarder, just gathering and collecting materials and resources and just holding on to them as long as possible. I'm one of those kind of DayZ players, just keeping it. I actually meant to do a clean out of the safes, but I guess it doesn't really matter now. I meant to clean it all out, kind of get rid of all this crap and make space to tidy it up, open up a few slots. I never kind of really got around to it. Another keymaker kit. Gun bags. Good thing about being in Zubcastle as well is that some minor items spawned around you, like you'd get some food spawns or you'd get some bandage or even minor weapons, like you can see the revolver is there, or I got tin cans, which were very useful for making copies of keys. And I kind of had a practice that I always made a copy of the key. I always had at least 2 copies of a key. If I deemed the vehicle to be any bit important, I always kept a second copy at least. More weapons here, as you can see, a lot of weapons. Bits of gold. Yeah, this is all just kind of loose stuff. Nothing too major, just a few briefs. Okay, yeah. I'm not even too sure off the top of my head what kind of stuff I have in these. I just been stockpiling. Supply crates with scrap metal. Scrap metal was very hard to come by when I first started playing on the server, and it was pretty expensive to buy it from a trader for each piece. So I just started buying it in bulk from the wholesaler. I'm having that glitch again. One thing I warn you guys is be careful about putting 2 safes too close to each other, because it kind of, you end up with this stupid animation where you actually have to run away and come back to access the other safe. It keeps giving you the option for the first safe that you were at. But yeah, again, a lot more crap, a lot of weapons. Chainsaws were not a buyable item in this game, so I made quite a bit from selling chainsaws. I was selling them for about 2 briefs, but I think I heard of 1 or 2 people selling them for 3 or 4 briefs. So they were a nice little money maker. I really should have brought down all these like little briefcases and just put them all together and stockpiled them into pieces of gold and things, so that I'd have opened up a lot more slots. I don't know, it's just kind of, when you're kind of on the go all the time and keeping active within a server, you don't really think about it and you just kind of let stuff kind of messy, don't you? So yeah, I never really got around to that. But as you can see, all my stuffs were pretty well stocked. Yeah, God, I never realised I had so much crap. Yeah, okay. Yeah, tank trap kits. Oh my god. Yeah, I really was kind of stockpiling crap, wasn't I? 3 crowbars. Yeah, you really needed crowbars in this. Yeah, okay. Alright, so let's get on to the important safes. These now are where I kept things like building supplies, metal floors, cinder block walls, cinder blocks, safes, combo locks. I know I had safes and stuff in cinder and other stuff in other safes, but this is kind of like where I kept all the main stuff. You can see buckets of mortar, block garage doorway, cinder block walls, cinder blocks, kilo of hemp. Yeah, yeah, I actually got a whole of one of them. Safe, sledgehammer handles, storage sheds, tank trap kits, workbench, e-tool, toolbox. Yeah, just a lot of stupid stuff in them. I think I have this code right. So in this one again, it was kind of a lot of building materials again. Oh, another MV10, 2 plot poles, briefcases, 4 gold briefs, 10-ounce briefs, 4 full briefs, I should say. I think if I actually stockpiled all my stuff, camo nets, if I stockpiled all my stuff, I probably could have made about 7 or 8 briefs out of all my loose pieces, gold and everything. Yeah. So as you can see, I was pretty well kitted out with a lot of stuff. For those of you who've been furiously jotting down all the codes that you see me been putting in, or thinking of coming into the server and kind of emptying out all the safes, by the time I'm uploading this, or by the time you're watching this, the server will more than likely be gone, and all this stuff will probably be gone too, because I'm going to actually hand it off to other players who are sticking around. I'm not going to hold on to any of it, I don't see the point. And yeah, I have one more safe to show you guys, and that will probably be about it. I originally only had the castle as the base, but I eventually walled off the whole area, because as I opened my first door one day, I got shot into the back. The guy didn't realise I had the second door inside the base, so I got extremely lucky with that. And it's kind of a policy I always use. It's called the governor's gate. It's where you open one door, you can have a double door. If you open one door, you go in, you lock it, then you open your second door, and it's just a practice that you kind of drill into yourself, that every time you're going to leave, you go through the first door, you lock it, and then you go through the second door. Or you entering, come in the first door, lock it, then go in the second door. And it's just a security measure, you know, but it works a lot. It works pretty well, pretty good tactic. As you can see, I had a RPG, one RPG. I had a satchel charge as well. Probably going to have a bit of fun with these before the server shuts down. Here's all my keys for all my vehicles. As you can see, anything that's important I've doubled up. My own vehicles. Any other key that you see there with just one, I've actually stole that key from other players that I've killed in a PvP situation, and it's just a matter of, I was going to go around, find a base, then maybe try out all the keys on the bases and just see if I got any vehicles off them. But yeah, I probably won't get the opportunity to do that now. So yeah, that's more or less it, guys. That's all my base, all the stuff in it. Yeah, that's everything in it. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Did you have your own variation of Zub? Do you think it was a bit much? Could you see any flaws in my design? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you liked the video, then please hit the like button. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.